Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when...
What is going on, everyone? I am so excited to be here. The Train of Positivity Virtual Summit 2020. Thank you, M&P Presentations, for having me. Thank you to all the other amazing speakers. Anything we can do to spread positive vibes in our world today, I am all about, and it fuels my fire. My name is Brad Tunn. I am a father of 4. I am a husband. I'm a brother. I'm a friend. I'm a lover of God. I'm a 90s nostalgia fanatic, as you might be able to tell snooping around my background here. Shout out to Back to the Future. I might be dating myself there. I'm also a salesperson. I work for a company called OneCause. We provide fundraising solutions for nonprofits to help fund their missions and spread their awareness throughout their communities and nationwide and worldwide. And it's amazingly powerful work. But why am I here? Why are we here? Why are we talking right now? Right? I want to take this opportunity to speak to you about 3 things I have learned on how to deal with the uncomfortable, the awkward, the frustrating, negative emotions, right? Because we all have a tendency to push and suppress these emotions down. And as we all know, that completely backfires. Picture this. Have you ever been in this scenario, right? Where you have a really tough day at work or at school, right? Somebody's getting on your nerves. No one's listening to you. The deadlines are too fast. It's overwhelming. But we just deal with it, right? We keep on trucking because it's a hustle society we are in. We want to hustle. We want to outwork the next guy, right? We don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves. We don't have time to get down. We got things to do. And then on our way home, someone cuts us off in traffic and we immediately blow up. We blow up because we've suppressed all of these feelings down, and at some point our tank is full and it just explodes on a family member, on a friend, on the person in traffic, right? And we deflect. Why in the world would they do this to me? And we blow up. Our body gets warm. There are physical reactions to these things, right? How can we prevent that from happening, right? So I want to give you 3 tips on what I've learned in dealing with my own debilitating anxiety through my journey, my own frustrations, my own depression, right? And enhancing my own mental health. Within these 3 tips, I'll give you some tricks on how to jumpstart, right? On what's worked for me, right? So hopefully some of this will resonate with some of you. Tip number 1, when we're facing stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, frustration, is to name it. Yes, name it. Say it out loud. Make it real. Welcome it in. Name it. I am feeling anxious. I am feeling stressed. I am feeling depressed. I'm frustrated. Say it. Accept it. Welcome it in. Okay? Now, what do we do from there? We've named these things. Number 2, get curious about it. Get curious. Childlike curiosity, right? Because so often we want to deflect. We don't want to spend the time to figure out where all of this has come from. But amazing things happen when we do this part of the exercise, a part of this work, when we get curious. We uncover things that we might not have been initially aware of. Right? And it turns into an opportunity for growth. But most importantly, it turns into an opportunity for us to open the door that we have shut that's keeping joy and happiness out of our lives. So I'll give you an example. Ask why questions. Why am I feeling frustrated? Why am I feeling anxious? Why? Just pause and keep asking yourself why. Why? Keep digging. Get amongst the layers. because we will find that the root, it wasn't the driver in traffic. It wasn't the coworker at work that doesn't understand that I have my own plate, right? We might feel deep down that we're unappreciated, or that the hierarchy of our organization is disruptive, and there are deeper roots here. We need to get down below the superficial emotions, the superficial reasons that take no time to point out, right? Because that's where change can happen. So ask yourself why questions. Okay. Number 3 is, after we've named it, after we've gotten curious, now we have to talk about it. Yeah, we have to talk about it. Most importantly, we have to talk about it to someone else. We have to tell someone how we are feeling, right? It makes it real. And most importantly, it gets it out of our own heads, because we love to make up our own stories, right? We love to make up our own stories and create our own outcomes. You ever lay in bed at night before going to bed and you practice the conversation you're going to have the next day? Not just your side, but the other person's side too, right? And how they're going to react. And then all of a sudden you're tensed up. Good luck sleeping, right? So we're going to name it. We're going to get curious about it. And then we're going to talk about it. We have to make it real, right? In someone that we have confidence in, someone that's going to be empathetic, right? We're not looking for advice here necessarily, but we have to make it real. Do those things, and you will start to open up doors within yourself and realize that everything's going to pass. We are not our emotions. I feel stressed and anxious right now. I am not stress and anxiety, right? There is an end. It is going to pass, okay? There are a few things I've learned on how to do these things in exercise, and I'll share those with you. I'm an avid meditator, right? Meditation is extremely powerful for me, right? I know if you have no experience with meditation, you may immediately picture a group of monks out in the Himalayas, right, on year-long sabbaticals, which is awesome, by the way, but we don't have time for that, theoretically. But to free our mind, to spend moments in the present, right, helps weed out all of these other things that are going around in our brains. I've found myself to be more present with my family, my coworkers, my children, my friends, and therefore I have the energy to take me to the next thing, right? We spend so much time worrying about the past and worrying about what's next that we don't spend time focusing on the present, and thus it makes us anxious, right? One other thing I will share, an exercise that works for me, is journaling, right? No, not your diary about what you did and ate for the day, though that can be great too. But writing down I am statements. I am what you're struggling with, right? So for me, I get uncomfortable when everything's going great, right? Success makes me uncomfortable sometimes because I'm waiting for the proverbial other shoe to drop, and I live on eggshells. So I am great at handling success. I write that down every morning, every night, and then I start to embrace it, right? Last thing I'll say is the absolute wrong time to focus on your to-dos is right when you wake up and right before you go to sleep, which is when we love to do it. But don't do it. Your brain is not functioning at its highest level. Spend time doing that during the day, not right when you wake up, not before you go to sleep, right? I hope all this was helpful. Again, it's my honor and privilege to be here. If you want to chat sometime, if you want to have a virtual coffee, anything like that, I am always down for that. Contact me on LinkedIn. That's a great way to do it. Just search Brad Tunn. There's only one of us out there, and I would love to connect with you all. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the most positive vibes in the world. And thanks again for tuning in. Take care.
Thanks so much for joining us for the Train of Positivity Virtual Summit. We hope you choose to have a great day. Please be sure to check out other positive influencers throughout the summit. And if you enjoyed this specific talk, feel free to like and subscribe and share with other positive humans through your favorite social media outlets using the hashtag #TrainOfPositivity.